Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name is Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector right here on YouTube. And today I would like to talk about, kind of do a hit or miss really, about the Legendary Beast show from Toy-Con in the Philippines. And we just did our live reaction show, which is always very exciting because it lets us see things out in the wild, so to speak. It lets us see things in a real life environment, not just a studio. A lot of companies these days are shying away from doing that because it is a finance. It is a cost. It is an expense for them to pack up all their stuff, to pay the license fee or the booth fee and everything else at these conventions. And so I love that Jay is still doing these things. And from time to time, we still see Prime One or we still see XM and some of these other companies. Sometimes Tweeterhead at like Monsterpalooza or something like that. But I'm really excited that we got to see some stuff, and not only get to see stuff, but also get to see it printed. We see renders all the time, we see teases, but the fact that we actually get to see some of this, firsthand is very exciting indeed. So I've got photos to talk about, just kind of my hits and misses of the show. And so without further ado, let's just get right to it. Hey guys, real quick, pardon the interruption, but I just wanted to say that tonight we are going to be doing a live hangout, at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, but it's going to be a little different. We're going to be talking a little bit about Fan Expo. We're going to have some of the guys that were there during the show, on the show, to talk a little bit about that. And we'll also do our regular hangout show as well. But it would be a lot of fun. Have a little bit of a different crew on the show tonight, including my son Ledger is going to join us. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, again, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, on with the show. Well, I've got to say right off the bat that one of the biggest hits for me was just seeing one of these events where people are at them, to be able to see these things up close, to be able to take pictures. I feel like it's something that is missing for sure. And of course, another big hit for me is Jay. Just the fact that he is putting on the show, that he is starting up this incredible lineup of DC and Marvel also, which again is just very exciting. But again, for me, the biggest hit is just being able to see collectors at an event like this again, because the statue companies, they just do not really show off their things in front of a lot of people anymore at a convention. And so I really appreciate seeing all these photos. I just wish I was there to experience it. But obviously a lot of smiles, a lot of cameras out, a lot of people, just checking out the booth, and it's just awesome. We got fathers and sons. This is what collecting's all about, and I love seeing it. It just means a lot to me, and I wish we would see this more often in the collecting community these days, because again, it is few and far between. But again, I tip my hat to Jay to have an event like this, to actually have statues out, not behind glass, where you can be up close and personal with all of these things, and I just think it's awesome. I just really, really think it's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about other hits of the show. Obviously, Batman is a big hit for me. I cannot wait to own this. Some collectors were asking me which one I purchased. I have the deluxe one with the Batcave wall kind of coming in. I absolutely love this thing. You can see that it's black, but it does have elements of blue as well. You can see like just the black and blue. I think it's going to be beautifully painted. I love the Man-Bat base. Somebody was complaining on Facebook today about Man-Bat being front and center, but I love it. I mean, we don't have a 1/3 scale Man-Bat. Maybe we'll never get one. But I love that he looks fantastic. And again, I absolutely love the art direction here. Again, you have more photos here of Batman next to Joker and Harley. That was another big reveal where it's actually printed. We get to see it, up close and personal here. I am all in on this. I absolutely love it. Obviously, there's going to be lots of different swap outs and things like that. There's also some, a controversy with Harley's head. Not everybody likes the portrait. I do feel like that portrait could be tweaked a little bit. Still have her maniacal, but maybe a little bit more cute. I don't know. So maybe that's something that Jay will consider to tweak. They also had teased like a kind of a knife portrait, which I really would love them to do. He mentioned on the live stream that they're maybe going to do like a 5th or 6th Joker head. Let's do one less Joker head, Jay, and just give us a second Harley. That way, people can choose which head sculpt they like best. I just think that would be cool. You talked about saving money for the collector, but if you're at another head, For Joker, well, that just makes sense that maybe you would maybe scrap one of those. I don't know. Like this Joker is just okay to me. I like that portrait. I really like the one with the hat. I think that one is absolutely incredible. But and the Capullo head, there's just a lot of really great sculpts. And again, this is day one for me. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to get this deluxe version with Harley. But again, I could see maybe where Harley's face could be a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more cutesy. I just don't know what people are wanting necessarily. But they just don't love this portrait as much. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I love the ha-has. Jay said that these could be taken off. Also, the base could be rotated, which I think is really smart. That way collectors can pick which front they like best. Of course, I love the Alex Ross idea. So I'm completely sold on this. This is a major hit for me. Yes, there might be minor things that could be tweaked, like maybe, again, Joker's portrait here or Harley's face. But other than that, I just love it. I love the art direction. I love the storytelling base with the Arkham in the front, and then also the Alex Ross in the back. So I love that you could turn it around and do whatever. So anyway, I can't wait to see it fully painted. Speaking of exciting news, so this is the Spider-Man. They had it on display. Now Jay didn't say it, but he basically has alluded to the fact that if you know, you know. And if you know, you know, that means that he has the Marvel license. Clearly. He clearly can't say it quite yet, but he has it. He has these on display. He talked about other characters that he wants to do. So that is massive news. So that's a big hit for collectors and me, that they're going to have a chance to do Marvel alongside this incredible DC lineup. And this is just the beginning, guys. Look at that. Look how great this lineup looks. I am sold on what he's doing. Another hit for me was Wonder Woman. I think that they've made some nice choices, some updated paint choices that I think looks really good. Again, this is one that's going to have multiple swap outs, portraits, and things like that. But I think overall she looks really nice. This would be not one that I would add to my collection per se. But I know a lot of people, like my friend Jeff Delaney over at Secret Sanctuary, is planning to get the Trinity, and good Lord, they look phenomenal together. And I'm really impressed with the portraits. I think they look really nice. I know Jay continues to tweak these to make them the best statues that can be possibly made, because he wants these for his collection as well. And so first and foremost, he is a fan and a collector, and it shows, because he wants these things to be perfect. He does listen to feedback, obviously, but I've told Jay, I'm like, you can listen to feedback, but also stick to your guns. If you have a vision, that's what you have to stick with. And so again, I just think it looks great. Some people were complaining on the live stream about maybe the shield looking too small, but then once they saw the photos, they're like, okay, never mind. The shield looks fine to me. That the perspective looks fine. And the detail they're really liking. The base, of course, it has a storytelling elements. It's got Medusa on the front with the green marble. It's just awesome. And again, I really tip my hat to what Jay and his team are doing, his sculptors. They've I just really like the art direction. I like what they're doing. I like that the bases are round. I like that they're simple in terms of space that they take up, but they're so complex in terms of storytelling. There's so many details. It's awesome, right? It's just awesome. It just makes you sad that you can't see all of it unless you have like a rotating base. But these, if you're going to have a turntable in your collection, the Legendary Beast Studio pieces are what you would want to have on it, because again, they're just incredible. He has simplified the capes. He's made them less texture, but there's still texture, as you could see, but maybe less texture. There's definitely impurities, there's nicks and crannies and dents like it would be real leather, because it's just, again, just his attention to detail is I'm really impressed with him, just as a collector and a statue producer. I'm very excited for him and what the future holds. And then, of course, we also had Aquaman. Again, I think he looks great. Obviously the only miss is we don't see him in color yet. But, obviously he's got these prototypes. They're, in works in progress. So keep that in mind. There might be changes, guys. But I love that resin fist, kind of that water fist. I think this portrait is phenomenal. I like this one way better than the unbearded portrait. I just think that the sculpt with the crown, it just is really well done. I think this is going to be a very popular statue also. And look at the base. The octopus base, we got to see that recently on a live stream. Where we got to tease it with Jay when Jay was on the show. But oh my God, this thing is freaking awesome. And then it also has like this water resin bursting water effect, like it's the waves are hitting. Like just the thought that goes into these. And again, I like that these bases are not going to be massive. They're not going to take up a lot of room, but they're still going to have a lot of impact, in my opinion. And then, of course, on the other side, you have the Atlantis. It's just very cool, and I just think that they continue to be really creative with these. Another kind of a miss of the show was the Green Lantern got damaged, so we didn't get to really see him, and that's okay. We'll get to see him at a future show, but obviously he was kind of leaning in the video. And so, Jay wants it to be perfect, so that's why we're not showing it here. But anyway, I think this Aquaman is fantastic. Again, it's a big hit. Not for me personally in terms of what I would collect, but I know a lot of you out there will, and I think the sculpt is freaking phenomenal, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Another kind of surprise is we had some Looney Tunes pieces, which I thought was fun. Of course, these are all, I think, 10 scale, so they're small. These are definitely not break the bank compared to the third scales that we're seeing here. But I thought that was fun. Again, they're not painted yet, so I guess that that's really the only downside. But I think these are fun, and who doesn't love Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck? Come on, it's just awesome. And so obviously part of that Warner Brothers license, and so I'm excited to see what they do with those. Yeah, it's fun, right? Just fun. So overall, I think it was a really great showing. Again, for me, the Joker and Harley was the biggest hit for me, followed up by Batman, and then just the announcement of being able to do the Marvel stuff. I think that was awesome. And again, just the idea and the fact that we get to see these statues live again in a real live venue, freaking awesome, guys. So there you guys have it. I'm curious as to what you guys think. Obviously, there's been some nitpicks on Harley's portrait. I think it's okay. I think it maybe could still look a little nicer, maybe a little bit more beautiful yet psycho at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. I also would like to see the base shortened a little bit, and Jay did mention on that show that yes, the base will be shortened a little bit on Joker. Obviously, it was a bummer that we didn't get to see more of Green Lantern because obviously he was broken. He had a big leaning problem, but obviously they will take care of that. Jay is a perfectionist. He wants the statues to come out as good as absolutely possible. And so, yeah, I thought Aquaman looked great. I love the idea that, unofficially they have, clearly they have the Marvel license, and which is very exciting because a lot of people love that Spider-Man. I think it's one of the coolest Spider-Mans I've ever seen. And I'm just really excited that collectors are still going to have the opportunity to still get it. Because it sucks when things are canceled, right? Or, business doesn't go as planned. So I'm very excited for collectors, even though it's not stuff that I'm going to be collecting. Wish I could, but I can't. I'm paying too much for art, But anyway, again, I absolutely love the Joker. I'm really excited, and I'm especially excited about Batman, obviously. But I'm going to appreciate the other ones from afar, Superman and Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman's going to be very strong for them. I think they're going to sell very well for them. And I'm just really excited for Jay and everything he's doing there at Legendary Beast, their entire crew. Really great, and I really appreciate the live stream. I think that was a lot of fun. The production value, obviously, with any kind of streaming at a convention can be tweaked and better. But believe me, I've used Wi-Fi at these conventions, and they suck. They are not good at all. So anyway, let me know what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see tweaked. Because again, Jay does read these comments, guys. Trust me. And so, if you have positive, constructive feedback, please don't trash a piece. That's not what we're here to do. But let me know what you guys liked, didn't like, and what you hope to see next from Legendary Beast Studio. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like the video and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. We just crossed 131,000 here on YouTube, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your continued support. I love you guys. You're amazing. And again, just thanks for watching and taking time. Love you guys. See you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.